Yo, like the thing with the string. It's your boy Chep Woods. All right, man. So Drake is at it again. I guess he didn't went to the court system and hit UMG up for overly promoting Not Like Us. My boy Zevi, I don't know how to pronounce dude's name, but shout out to bro. He got a decent little video. It ain't too long. Check that thing out. Get some of the details.
All right, real quick, here's what you got to know about the Drake lawsuit. For starters, it's not a lawsuit, it's a petition. All right, listen closely. See, Drake is signed to a record label called Republic Records. Kendrick Lamar is signed to a record label called Interscope Records. Both of these record labels are owned by Universal Music Group. Now, what Drake is saying...
Now, I was telling some of the guys that they essentially both signed to the same label. So at the end of the day, whoever like come out on top of the beef, the label wins, right? So that's that. Maybe not the sub labels, but even still, like Drake generated a lot of streams. Maybe not as much as Kendrick, but it went up for both parties, for both sides. But yeah, I was telling the guys that ultimately UMG is at the top of the pyramid here. So
is that Universal Music Group, since it owns both him and Kendrick Lamar's music, favored Kendrick Lamar over Drake during their rap beef. Why? Well, here's where it starts to get wicked. See, Drake is in contract negotiations with Universal Music Group, but Universal Music Group had a problem. Drake made them a lot of money. So now Drake's basically like, you see how much I'm worth, Universal Music Group. For my next contract, I need that. Y'all better give me that money. They said, how much you want? He said, a lot. Now, while all this is going on, the Kendrick and Drake beef thing happened. So Drake says Universal Music Group amplified Kendrick to ruin Drake's career. So then during the contract negotiations, Universal could be like, oh, you're not worth that much now. You look terrible in front of the media. We'll give you this much. And Drake claims they basically did this through botted plays, giving Kendrick Lamar more plays like fake streams through Spotify. He claims that Spotify might be in on this too. Again, to make it look like Kendrick is doing better than he actually is and to make Drake look bad. Now, here's the problem. Remember how I told you this is not a lawsuit? This is a petition? Well, that means Drake doesn't have an insane amount of evidence. What he's basically saying is, courts, tell Universal Music Group to give me the evidence, because I, Drake, know it happened. I heard it from ex-employees. I saw it on academic stream, blah, blah, blah. Tell Universal Music Group to tell me who did it. They don't have to be the ones who did it.
all right, so if this is true, right, part of me feel like they forced Drake hand, they played him, they finessed him. What he's supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, going to the courts, I don't know if that's going to, I don't know if he eventually sues them for money via defamation. Obviously, is leaning toward defamation, but my thing is just, if you prove that they used a couple bots, that don't take away from the fact that we played that thing daily for weeks. Like, it's still a #1 song, and your reputation still is. This doesn't clean it up. So you making this move. First of all, I wouldn't even renegotiate with UMG. It's plenty other. It's not plenty other. There's like maybe 2 other labels of their caliber. But you got options, first of all. But doing this and suing them doesn't help with the renegotiations. It really just make your reputation even worse, because now you look like a fed, right? You can't handle the situation like a man and take the L like a man. You gotta, man, you Drake, bro. Your catalog is your catalog. You stand on your catalog, right? Like, what are we doing? If they want to put money behind you and push you, you still go make them sales, right? R. Kelly, number one on the little girl on camera, and they pushed that man for a decade or a dozen years after that. And when they was ready for him to not be R. Kelly, they was ready. But as long as they ready for you to be Drake, you will be Drake. So I don't really, man, the internet, the hoods, the streets, even your mama side at the barbecues and the backyard parties and the bar mitzvahs, they saying you look bad. Everybody's saying you look bad, bro. So I don't know. What are we doing?
Someone in their company did. So who am I suing? Now, Universal Music Group responds to Drake by saying, yo, this ain't got nothing to do with us. If you want to sue somebody, sue Kung Fu Kenny. The fans choose which song becomes popular, and that's actually very important because Universal Music Group is saying, yo, people just liked his songs better, broski. Let it go. But the fans fully choosing the music might not be entirely true. Universal Music Group and Spotify are like this. They're locked in. It's been known for a long time that streaming companies favor record label artists. A record label says, yo, push this person out. The streaming company might put them on a few more playlists. Drake understands this, so he's putting Universal Music Group in a tough position because Kendrick Lamar very well might have had his plays increased. But so does every other artist under record labels. Allegedly, it's kind of like massive influencers having some fake followers. You can assume that there's some fake followers, right? But Drake's just claiming Universal Music Group did it excessively for Kendrick to make him look bad. Now, this is a massive risk for Drake. The only way Drake wins is if it comes out that most of Kendrick Lamar's streams were botted. And you have to like Drake again. Because remember, this is about label negotiation. If people
Exactly. Even if some were botted, they played that thing at the Olympics to the point where LeBron and Steph got to go back and forth, and Steph complaining about how often they playing the song. And I know you're not trying to sue Universal for marketing a song. Your songs got heavily marketed. I can't even listen to the radio for an hour without hearing you multiple times. And you not from Chicago. So you, man, this is not making sense, Drake. I thought you were smarter than this, Drake. What are we doing?
say, yo, Kendrick, you botted your streams, not cool. But we're still not listening to you, Drake. Then his record label is going to be like, well, we're not going to pay you. People still don't like you. But it gets worse because remember, I said that's if people find out that Kendrick botted his streams. What if Kendrick didn't bot his streams? One, people are not going to like him even more, so the label's definitely not going to pay him. And two, this is going to look like a sore loser tactic. You lost the battle, you said, prove I lost, they prove it. It's not a good look. Now, Drake's team is aware that this is going to make him look terrible, so they stressed, by the way, we're suing the record label. We're not suing Kendrick Lamar, everybody. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. Oh, okay, this is not too bad. Drake is suing the record label, not exactly Kendrick. Well, it gets worse. Drake and his team also said, well, we're also mad that Universal Music Group allowed Kendrick to release a song talking crazy about me, saying all these terrible things about me, calling me a person who only goes after certain girls. Yes, Drake's argument is basically, that made me look bad. Universal shouldn't have allowed that to happen. This defames me. Now, again, Drake and his team haven't officially stamped this in and filed an official lawsuit because he doesn't have the evidence, but historically, defamation lawsuits saying that person made me look bad, so they basically ruined my life, are really hard to.
Again, everybody's saying it look bad, but I kind of feel that. You know what I'm saying? They force your hand. They paint you as a PDF file. They ain't prove you as a PDF file. They defame you. What else you supposed to do? You got a lawsuit. You file that thing. I got a dude right now owe me some money for a job I did, and it's like I only got a couple options. I'm trying to be cool, so I might have to do the same thing. So I can't be a hypocrite, right? I ain't no drill trap street nigga though. Like, I'm a civilian, y'all, so you know what I'm saying. But I don't be snitching and telling either. But I'm not finna let bro get out on me and for money he owe me that I work for, right? So now if Kendrick or Kendrick team prove like that Drake is I think I might have to bleep that. I think I said it earlier. If they prove that he a PDF file, then X the lawsuit. But it's really all alleged, and it definitely did hurt Drake reputation, right? So I don't know why it took this long either. Like Drake been a bozo cornball for real. Like,
win. So I have no idea why Drake
what are we doing? Like,
and his team would slide that in. Maybe to tie up Kendrick's songs in a legal dispute so Kendrick can't perform them at the Super Bowl. I have no idea. That's just a complete guess. There's not that much information out now, but when there is more, I'll let you know. All that is known is Drake is suing Universal because he says Universal helped Kendrick defeat Drake so Universal can get a better deal from Drake in the future. Anyway.
this here is an example of damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Because if Drake don't file a lawsuit and just take the L, no, I don't agree. Never mind. This bogus because I truly feel like if Drake go lock in with another label, then and they like the man talent beats. It's like a lot of like y'all know Hollywood. Y'all know Hollywood weird. Talent trump that. So he really just digging his hole deeper with this, right? Because what you gonna do after this? Unless you just finna call it quits, right? Run up a bag off this settlement lawsuit situation and call it quits, bro. But I don't know. Like you just supposed to take your L like a man, bro. Like you feel me? Like I don't know. Like you shouldn't have told a 17-year-old girl why she so thick on stage when you was what 24. I don't know. Like you know what I'm saying? Real close. The way you was moving make the allegation seem like if you was Sterling player, like Kendrick couldn't have came out and said like Jadakiss was a PDF file and we just like run with it. Like, but you set yourself up, bruh. So you got to take this L, bruh. What are we doing? Come on, bro. So what y'all think? Y'all think Drake is justified in trying to file this lawsuit because his character was defamed? Or do y'all think that he should have just took this one on the chin, pause, and kept it moving? You know what I'm saying? Like, comment below what y'all think. Chep.